dude from Goody Mob died. Yeah.
Who?
I don't know. All I remember from Goody Mob was Big Gip
Yeah.
CeeLo?
CeeLo?
and CeeLo. Big Gip and CeeLo.
He was the mummy.
There was another dude who died, who was a part of Goody Mob that died.
Was it Cujo? He was the one with one leg.
Sure, him.
Probably then. Motherfucker had sugarfoot.
Diabetes. Had that diabetes.
He had sugar
Diabetes.
blood.
Diabetes.
Damn,
Dude,
I had never seen this video.
Dude, we watched the show the other night, and I was talking about you last night. There's a show called I Am a Killer.
Oh, yeah.
Because
I watched all. I've done watch all.
Because Derek's a killer.
I like how I was watching a show about killers.
But no, the last dude that was on there was a Native American dude, and he killed a fellow Native American on some tribal gang turf bullshit, and he was Blackfeet. He just kept saying, "I'm Blackfeet, I'm Blackfeet," and I was like, "I know Blackfeet, Derek Chance,
Strong
Blackfeet,
warriors."
Dude. But them boys was out in like Montana.
Yeah.
Is that where you're?
Montana, Arizona.
So is that where your grandma came from?
Arizona.
Was she full-blooded?
Yeah.
I never heard.
Sent to I forgot what they were called, but it's pretty much like a concentration camp where they Americanized the Indians, and that's why she was Catholic. Because of that reason.
Yeah, I guess they had like a bunch of reservations out there. Montana looks beautiful. I'd love to go to see Montana, man. Wyoming, Montana, that shit would be a dope fucking trip.
When she died, I had to call the reservation and let them know. And they do not like, apparently they can tell my voice that I'm part white. They did not like talking to me at all.
Fucking Howie.
Yeah.
Dude, Christina's uncle married a chick from Alaska that was 1,000% Native, and same thing, like they up there, like they live in villages. They don't live in like igloos and teepees and no shit like that, but like their reservations are like nothing else but natives. So when white folks show up, it's like the fuck,
Trying to steal our shit.
What the fuck?
Did you get your Did you get your 18 money?
Get your 18 money?
No.
18 money?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Then you ain't Blackfoot.
Yeah, I think you got to be like a quarter or more.
Yeah, it's something like
if my
that.
grandma was full blooded, I'm at least a quarter. Then.
Yeah, it might be cool. They might owe you some money.
Yeah, for
Maybe you have rights to a casino.
I might.
You might.
I was just wondering because that dude that was on that show he's talking about, like, he got fucked. He was in and out of jail a little bit, but then when he turned 18, he got his 18 money because he's more like probably like.
I think it was half.
Yeah. But definitely had like he was had like a white mom or
his mom was a white mom that had 7 kids from 7 different Native Americans.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
Like the bitch liked the
She had
Native
a type.
American dude.
Yeah.
She was fucking picky, dude.
All right.
But apparently, when you turn 18, like you get a decent sum of money. Like I don't think it's like millions, obviously, but it's like probably 10, 20 grand.
Shit, I want to say that Christina's cousins get a check monthly.
Yeah.
Just before they were 18. Like, they just got paid just for living in Alaska and being on the reservation, and I guess America just felt bad enough for them to be like, hey, sorry about taking your land.
I know that. Well, I know like Alaska, period. Like, there's spots in Alaska where they'll fucking pay you to come live there.
Yeah,
because
it's like
uninhabited. And
yeah,
like,
what do they call it? There's a word for it. It's like it's like you can just walk into there's parts of Alaska you could just walk up, set your shit down, and be like, this is mine.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to buy the land.
But there's also parts where they'll like pay you. Pay you to move up there and like because they're trying to inhabit it and get it like.
So there's this. I don't know if this is common knowledge, but apparently it's a thing. There was a guy who moved to Alaska, set up shop by himself, lived out in the woods by himself, built himself a little fucking man-made cottage, 1 bedroom, little shit, and lived there for like 35 years. No, like completely off the grid. No electricity, no running water. Built himself a little fucking by the water. Built himself a little fucking what are they called?
Distillery.
No, where they move water to create electricity. What's it called?
A water mill?
Like a water mill, yeah.
Hydroelectric.
Like built himself, and when he died, they left it like preserved to be like it's like a landmark.
Yeah.
Like you can go see it and be like, homeboy lived here for 30, 35 years. Solo dolo, off the land, hunted his food, grew his vegetables.
No, I thought you were gonna say like he moved up there, built a cottage, made a lot of money, motherfucking cottage cheese. Cottage cheese.
That's a bar though.
course. No, like, dude, like, apparently it's a thing up there.
Hell yeah, dog.
It's called
Was
it's
it-
called PFD,
PFD.
What's that mean?
permanent fund dividend.
Nice.
To native kids?
No, they pay you to live in Alaska.
Oh yeah.
Final frontier, right?
It starts at 1,700.
Yeah, Final Frontier is space now.
Is it space? Oh, okay.
But you're right. It used to
thought
be
I
like
thought Alaska was
before people even thought we could fly and shit, motherfuckers. Like,
You
Lewis
can live
and
on
Clark
this
type
flat
shit.
Earth at the end of this flat Earth in Alaska.
It's the Final Frontier.
Now they got moving pictures and
Oh,
such.
Bessie. Y'all ever seen that movie, Free State of Jones? I watched that
Yeah, I
shit
just
the
saw
other
it
day.
on,
Yeah, that
uh,
shit was pretty good, yo.
It's
It's
really,
on
really
Netflix.
good.
I want
Yeah.
to watch it.
Do you know I'm your Paul?
Christian Bale is a fucking.
He's a beast
That's
of an
who's
actor,
in there,
man.
right?
No,
No,
Matthew
who's
McConaughey.
it? No, it ain't Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey
Free State of
is
Jones?
in Free State of Jones.
Matthew McConaughey.
You sure?
Don't you
don't
know
think so.
I'm your Paul? Yeah.
He's on the cover of it. I just saw it
Free State of
today
Jones,
on
so-
Netflix. I didn't watch it, but
How much you got on it?
What's the
I
name?
don't think it's Matthew McConaughey.
Can't
What's the
wait to
name?
see it.
Free State of Jones.
Michael. It's
It is?
McConaughey, yeah,
Okay.
for Sure.
I mean, I'll believe you, but it
if
did not
anybody
look like
knows
him.
Matthew McConaughey, it's Anthony.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. All
Yeah,
right.
well, fucking Matty. Matthew McConaughey.
Look it up, Jeffrey. Make sure I ain't wrong.
I
know
thought it was.
I'm
I'm pretty sure it's Christian
Matthew
Bale.
McConaughey? Nah, it's Matthew McConaughey.
Really? Oh, damn.
You know, I was not ashamed. I was disappointed that he didn't have a bigger role in Wolf of Wall Street. He should have.
Yeah.
They should have kept him around a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just.
I thought it
Jordan
was.
Belfort.
I thought it was good though. I like that movie.
It was just like a short cameo, dude.
liked
Like
it.
he could have been a great part to that shit, man.
Oh, this is a good segue to one of the topics.
Which one is that?
Overhyped movies.
Are
Oh,
you saying
man.
that Wolf of Wall Street? Is
No,
not a movie?
no. I like
Oh, okay.
I like Wolf of Wall Street.
Nothing by Martin Scorsese is overhyped. But I haven't
No.
seen the Killers of the Flower Moon yet.
I thought that was good.
You seen it?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
ain't seen it yet. I heard it was good though.
It's
Leon-
only on
Leonardo
like Apple
DiCaprio,
or
dude.
some shit, but
Yeah, that's wild.
Leonardo DiCaprio is the shit in everything he does.
Yeah.
Basketball Diaries, Gilbert Grape,
I felt like Gilbert Grape
Everything.
he overdid.
bullshit. I thought he
Nah, he
played
did a good
awesome
job.
in that.
you never go full retard.
I thought he did awesome.
I don't know, man.
Best
Fucking-
Leonardo DiCaprio movie. What you got?
Well, what's your overhyped movie for
I'm
for starters?
Overhyped movie, Step Brothers.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That shit's hilarious.
Definitely Step Brothers.
Yeah. But I feel, I guess people just overhyped it in your circle because I don't feel like it was like a overhyped movie. Like,
I loved it.
yeah, I love that fucking movie too. That shit's
Quoted
fucking,
to this day, probably.
yeah, that shit's fucking
You
great.
even quoted it in one of your raps. How are you gonna say it's overhyped?
Dude, it's what rap did I quote it in?
The last one we did.
Step brother.
I ain't in it for the boats and hoes.
I ain't in it for the
that's
boats
right.
and
Yeah,
hoes.
dude.
Mhm.
That's just because Jeffrey reminds me, because Jeffrey always boats and hoes. Your boats and hoes. But yeah, I mean, okay, I don't want to say it was like completely whack because it wasn't. It had its moments, but the movie's fucking. Come on.
Hamilton.
He's only saying that because I said
That's my shit. That's mine. That's my
you haven't even
overhyped
seen
movie.
him.
I know.
So
That's
how
'cause
you gonna
of-
say it? You think it's overhyped? You haven't
Dog,
even
I've
seen
tried
it.
like 6 times, bro. I'm like, I can't get into this shit, man.
such
I
a
just-
good
I
fucking-
just can't get
Maybe
into
it's
it.
because of the rapping. You think it's because of the rapping that you don't like it? Or
Kinda, but I also think it's because like, you know, the same reason why I don't want to watch a fucking Egyptian movie with a bunch of white people playing Egyptians. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, well, what are we doing here? Like, we trying to like do the same shit that's wrong? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, Aaron Burr's not black.
No.
I mean,
What's his name? Leslie Odom Jones.
I'm not saying they didn't do a good job, but I'm just like, man, come on, man, what the fuck?
Well,
I don't like musicals. Like, I mean, the only
it's the
like,
best of musicals, dude.
no,
I
fucking
wouldn't say
Grease
the
is
best.
better
It's
than Grease.
Way better than Grease.
You're fucking stupid, bro.
It's way better than
you're-
Grease.
Now you're
90s
overhyping
Disney
it. See what I'm saying?
No,
Why are
it's
you gonna
way better than
overhype
Grease,
it like
dude.
that?
Dude,
It
it
can't.
was way
It
better
can't
than
be
Grease.
better than Grease.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yeah.
You know what else is better than Grease? The Greatest Showman.
I have
No,
never
dude.
seen
No,
The Greatest
no.
Showman.
There's not a
I-
musical that's better
think
than
I need
Grease.
to see
Period.
it, but-
There's not. There's not.
Do you consider old '90s cartoon Disney movies musicals though?
I mean, you
Because
gotta
I
kind of. you gotta skew the line though. Like
No, I
like
don't.
animated.
No, I don't.
They are musicals, but they're animated
I
musicals.
don't. What? Because I would say that a musical is like every other scene. There's a song. If you go to like Disney movies, Goofy movie, Little Mermaid, Lion King, it's like there's only like 5 songs in the whole movie. For real, there's only like 5 songs. But like you go to
Alright.
watch The Greatest Showman,
I get it.
just like there's not 5 minutes doesn't pass until another song will break out. They'll call
Yeah.
back an old song. Like okay, the movie The Grinch has a musical scene in it, right? Like 2 musical scenes in it or some shit like that. Is that a musical?
No,
Where are you, Christmas?
no, but I feel like Lion King is kind of a musical. Like there's every 5 minutes they're singing some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
It had a soundtrack.
yeah, but I'm saying like
Soundtrack was
every
banging.
5 minutes of that movie they're singing some shit. Like it's like 5 minutes of fucking let's do this, and then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Like the shit starts out. It's like
Okay,
look,
how many songs?
You're
Are,
the king.
how many songs? Jeffrey, look this up for me. How many songs were in the movie The Lion King?
Fuck, man, we gotta be like 20.
I'm guessing 5.
I don't know. Hamilton's whack though.
You know why? You know why Hamilton is whack? You know why Hamilton's not whack?
I had to
Is
throw
be-
that jab in.
What's good? What's dope about Hamilton that it's not whack is that the whole movie is a fucking music. It's a song. The whole movie's a song. There's only like maybe 5 minutes of actual speaking in the movie.
Yeah.
Everything's a rap, dude. And that one dude, what's his name?
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
wrote the whole shit.
Right.
Wrote
See,
the whole
but I
shit,
can
dude.
watch Disney movies now.
12.
So he's
There's
12?
12 songs in Lion King,
He's
or just on the
predictable.
soundtrack.
Nah.
The soundtrack has 12 songs.
And all of them bitches were in the
But I
movie.
bet you, I
I
bet
say-
you, we couldn't name 6 songs in the movie.
Circle of Life.
Circle of
Yeah.
Life,
Just Can't Wait to Be King.
Can't Wait to Be King.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata,
Be
fucking
Prepared.
In the Air tonight.
Scar song.
What's it?
and yeah, night.
Not
Can
In the
You
Air
Feel the
Tonight.
Love Tonight?
Can you
Can
feel
You
the love tonight? Yeah.
What's the other one? Scar songs.
Be Prepared.
Be
Yeah.
prepared. What else?
Shit.
He Lives in You.
That's not a song.
Yeah.
Pause.
So that's 5 songs. That's 5 songs in the movie.
But
It's
there's
an hour
more
and a
than
half
that.
movie.
There's more than that.
How long
though.
are the songs? 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like a mixture. It's like
So
half and
15-minute songs.
Yeah.
15 minutes worth of song in an hour and a half movie.
half. But how can you make a musical worse than being a musical?
What do you mean?
Like if a musical is like a bunch of songs, like singing and shit, right?
Right.
But how can you make that worse? Make a bunch of motherfuckers rap a musical.
Dude.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's not
like
just
now we're
rap,
not
though.
even singing. We're fucking rapping. You know what I mean?
It's not just
And I
rap,
do
dude.
poetry. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
let me tell you something. It's fucking mind-boggling to me that you don't like Hamilton.
I just like to fuck with you, honestly.
It's not an overhyped movie. Talk to me in the comments. Fucking Hamilton's a shit. What's your overhyped movie?
Me?
Some people might
No,
not
him.
like it.
I want to know yours.
Star Wars.
Star Wars?
Never seen it.
I don't know if I've
Overhyped.
ever seen the older one.
Overhyped. I'll
I've
say
seen
it,
the newer ones,
'cause
but
ain't never
I'm
seen it.
just
I have no
not
interest to see it.
I'm not a fan.
People live their life by it, dude.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Don't get it.
I say I was fucking with you with Hamilton, but for me it's probably like Deadpool, you know? Like I fuck with Deadpool. I fuck with it. Like I think it's good. I mean, first of all, I'm not like a real huge Ryan Reynolds fan. Like I think he's funny and shit, but I just like I don't know. To me, it's like kind of over, you know, fucking over actor kind of type shit. You know, it just kind of overdoes everything. But I guess that's the shtick. He's supposed to do that. But I just never was like a huge fan of fucking the Deadpool shit because I'm like, for one, I don't like how like he talks to the camera. Like, motherfucker, this a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit just irritates me. It's like, it's rule 1. Like, don't look at the camera. And it's like, oh, we're breaking all the rules because I'm Deadpool.
Have you
Like,
seen the third one?
Fuck that shit.
I heard the third one was like senseless.
I enjoyed the third. I saw it opening night.
But somebody told me that it was like it's cool because like he has a bunch of cameos and a bunch of like it's like entertaining, but like storyline wise, completely fucking senseless.
I'll say this. I think they're all good movies, and they're enjoyable movies. Like, I like them. I've been wanting to watch the Wolverine and Deadpool. I haven't got to see that one yet. I think it's going to be dope because I fuck with Wolverine. But like that shit ain't fucking with Michael Bay Transformers. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't fucking with the Dark Knight.
No.
You know what I mean? Like it ain't fucking with those. Like it's not even on the same fucking. It ain't fucking with the first 3 X-Men before they started going crazy with them shit.
Yeah.
Like those X-Men's
Yeah.
were fucking dope as fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
Oh, yeah.
it's just like, and I know that it's not meant to like compete with those movies because it's more of like a spoof of those movies kind of type shit. But I'm like, I don't know, man.
So the first Deadpool you didn't like?
I did. I'm not saying I don't like them. I'm just saying like I think what we're talking about is overhyped.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
You
not.
didn't like
It's
them
not
as
like.
much as everybody else did.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't think it's like I think that's where you got to draw the line. Is like me fucking with you about Hamilton. Like I'm sure the movie is fucking great. Like any movie that's hyped is a good movie. You know, like you don't fuck with Step Brothers, but you laugh at some of that shit. You
Sure.
quote it. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? Like it's a good
Hell
movie.
yeah.
It's just not as great as everybody makes it out to be. And that's how I feel about Deadpool. It's like it's a good movie, but to put it up there with these other to be great. I don't see that's
See,
I
this
don't,
is Sunfire sitting here speaking at me like, "What makes somebody whack?" Like, to be great, you gotta be great.
Yeah, to be great,
But
you
Step
gotta be
Brothers
great.
definitely has his thing. My name is Derek, and I can sing high. Let me hit that. Let me hit that, sir.
Hit that thing.
Hit that thing, dude. You know what movie I watched the other day? Don't fucking judge me, all right? Just take it easy. Just don't judge me. I watched What Women Want.
Oh, with Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
that movie.
It's
That's a
like
good
It's
movie.
like top-notch chick flick.
That's a
shit,
good
dude.
movie.
That's like the
You don't like
it's up
Tom
there.
Cruise that much, right?
I don't like him at all.
Bro, I've been watching his. He don't miss, dog. I mean, you might not like him, but all the movies are fucking good, dude. All of them.
Like what? Top
That's
Gun?
another.
I mean,
overhyped
Top
movie.
Gun, I've never thought about as like one of his top movies, but fucking Collateral with Jamie Foxx is fucking
See,
fire.
I've never watched that all the way through. I heard
Interview with
it's
the
good,
Vampire
though.
was good.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Never seen Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow is one of the. I've watched that shit 6-7 fucking times. Dude.
I've never seen one Mission Impossible.
Mission
And I have
Impossible-
Yeah,
No
that's
interest to do so.
overhyped.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
interest
yeah.
to do so.
Yeah, but it's not a bad movie. Like
first
I
one.
tell you, you watch any of them, they're
First
dope.
Mission Impossible.
Reacher.
There's like 3 of them, right?
The Reacher, the first.
I
fucking one?
actually have seen clips of the
Yeah.
Reacher, and that shit looks good.
That movie's fucking good as fuck. He's got a
I'll let you
movie
see that.
Oblivion, fucking even Eyes Wide Shut.
Never
Eyes
seen it.
Wide Shut was good.
Eyes Wide Shut. I mean, it's fucking whacked, but that movie is a fucking
Jerry
masterpiece.
Maguire,
dude.
overhyped fucking movie.
Yeah, but that's a good movie.
No.
Yeah, man. Fuck.
No. You
Show
had
me
me at
the
hello.
money.
You had me at hello.
Cuba Gooding Jr. killed that shit. Cuba Gooding Jr. is a
Over-
phenomenal actor. dude.
Overhyped actor, dude.
I love that dude, man. The fucking man, that fucking
no,
movie.
I'm saying I don't know about him.
Oh,
saying he's
yeah.
Overhyped,
Yeah.
dude.
Come on,
Nah.
Boys in the Hood.
Oh,
Fucking
I fucking
radio.
hated his character in Boys in the Hood.
A Few Good Men. The one where he's
no,
a,
you,
Man was
you-
good.
no,
What's it called?
He wasn't a Few Good Men. It was
No, it was
Forrest Gump.
Yeah, where he was a boxer.
Cuba
He was
Gooding
a-
Jr.?
Oh, what was the movie?
Yeah, he was
down,
in there.
Not down Periscope. Fuck, what was it when
where
he was a diver?
That's A Few Good Men, right? No, but it's something like that.
Fuck, what was the name of that movie, dude? I know what you're talking about. He was like the first black diver, and he got a bunch of. Tom Hanks was in it.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump.
No,
No,
it's not
no,
Forrest
it's
Gump. He
the
wasn't in
one
Forrest
where he
Gump.
was a fucking welder,
God damn it,
underwater
what,
welder.
What was it? It was like the
He was
name of
the
a
first-
movie. His name, it's like Antoine Fisher or some shit like that.
No, that's the movie about chess or some shit, isn't
Yeah.
it?
No.
Or
Cuba
Finding
Gooding
Bobby
Denzel
Fischer.
Washington and
Antoine Fisher.
no, yeah, Denzel Washington and somebody else.
What
I
is the
forgot his
movie with
name.
Tom Hanks and Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Besides Forrest
My
Gump.
man's looking it up. He wasn't in. He
It's
wasn't in
it's
Forrest Gump.
fucking like Men of Honor. That's what it's called.
I think that is.
I think it's called that. Men of Honor.
You might be right. You might be right.
Yeah. But that's a dope ass movie.
Never seen it.
You ain't seen that?
I don't check for Cuba Gooding Jr. movies.
Bro, that movie's good as fuck.
What-
He had some other shit too.
Dude, when they shot
the Love Ship or some shit,
They shot the movie
I don't know if I ever saw
Radio.
that.
The movie Radio. They shot it here
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
in Walterboro.
Mm-hmm.
So a teacher, when I was in high school, one of my teachers went to that school where they, I guess, filmed. They filmed it in Walterboro, but it wasn't based out of Walterboro. It's based out of somewhere else. But Walterboro had the same colors as the high school in the movie.
Yeah.
So she was like, "Yo, if you go and watch the movie Radio and bring me back your ticket stubs, I'll give you like extra credit or some shit."
Oh, word.
But she went, like everybody from Goose Creek. That's what it was. Goose Creek high school had the same colors as the Radio's high school, black and gold. So she was like, everybody's going to Walterboro. They announced it at Goose Creek High School. They were like, "Yo, we're fucking filming at Goose Creek High School. We need extras for the football scenes, for the high school football games, shit." So she was like, "You can go there, do that, get some extra credit, and you can go watch the movie, get some extra credit."
Hell yeah.
I was like, "Cuba Gooding Jr.'s whack. I ain't going there."
Oh man.
I thought it was a good movie.
His good movie.
You
His,
miss a lot of good shit in
his-
your life being a hater, dude.
I'd be that. I'd be that.
It's crazy.
His best role was in Norbit. Norbit.
Oh.
I ain't getting that.
Oh man. Well, we'll figure that shit out later. What's your favorite war movie?
Saving Private Ryan.
I was gonna say that.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Inglorious Bastards.
I
Good
like
one. You know what I just
Fury.
That's what I was just
I
about
like
to say,
Fury.
Dude,
bro.
I have
Fury's
never
raw
seen
as a
Fury, and I hate
Dude,
myself.
you
for
better
it, dude.
watch that
I
shit,
hate
bro.
Fury is
myself.
raw as-
Best
I mean-
best war movie? Fucking 300, dude.
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess that
300's
would
up
be
there.
classified, man.
Yeah.
I would put. I mean, that would have to be in the. Cause Troy, I guess, would be a good war movie too. Troy was dope.
I like 300 more than Troy though.
Yeah,
was
for
good,
sure.
though.
But I mean, if you would have done Troy, like at the same year as 300, then Troy would have been way better. You know, you're talking like 15 years of fucking special effects and maybe 20.
Did you know that 300 was filmed entirely inside, except
Yeah.
for one scene?
Yeah, shit's wild.
And I didn't know that shit was based off of a comic book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Graphic novel or whatever.
They keep teasing that fucking The Last Ronin with Raphael. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
They're supposed to be coming out with a movie.
Raphael, like the Ninja Turtle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
called The Last Ronin,
It's like a
where
graphic novel where it's just him.
where it's just him, but it's based off like the comic books type shit, and it's like supposed to be rated R and like fucking like Raphael's origin story type shit, you know?
It looks like a Sin City type shit.
Yeah.
Have
You
know
y'all
what I'm
heard the
saying?
theory about the Ninja Turtles? About like it's like all their personalities go with their weapons. Have you heard this?
Yeah, I have heard that.
So what it is I just heard it a while back, and then I got reminded of it like 2 days ago. Each one of their weapons is a byproduct of their personality. Raphael is a hothead, so he gets the sai, right? The sai is not an offensive weapon; it's specifically for defense.
Yeah, they're not even supposed to be sharp.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They're not
they're
for
literally
attacking.
supposed to defend
They're just for
against swords
defending
and shit like that.
So they're
yeah.
like, he's like, it teaches you to stop being so aggressive. Raphael teaches him to stop being so aggressive and to just be smart. The nunchuck is the hardest weapon to conquer, right? But
Takes the most
most focus.
Yes,
so
and he's
Michelangelo is so fucking scatterbrained that he's like, yo, you got to focus, so you got to master the nunchuck. Donatello has the stick. They're like, yo, you're mad smart, and this stick you could do enough damage with just because you're fucking so smart. Leonardo is the most level-headed, and he is the only person
He gets the dangerous
he's
weapon.
the only person that has a bladed weapon, right? He's the only person that has a weapon that could really fucking maim or kill somebody.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's a fucking good theory, dude.
So who do you use in Turtles in Time?
Donatello.
Yeah. I
All
was a Leo guy.
I was a Raphael guy.
Yeah?
Or Michelangelo. But actually,
Okay.
with the arcade game, Michelangelo.
Well, you're Michelangelo. All right, well, you
But
got to
my
be
favorite
Raph,
was
dog.
Raphael.
we going to war. I'm Leo.
My favorite
You're
was
Raph.
Raph. But I would use him in the arcade game.
Raph was fuck man, that movie.
Raph's my
Raphael
shit.
was definitely the one, though.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about fighting. Like what? Back in the day, who was your guy in like fucking Street Fighter?
Dude, okay.
let's
So,
start with Street Fighter. Who was your guy?
I have my guy was either Ryu or Ken.
Oh,
but
well, that's the same guy.
That's what I'm saying. Either Ryu or Ken.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right.
But I want to come back. I want to know your answers, and I want to talk more about this.
I fuck with Chun-Li. I really fuck with Chun-Li.
That was Chun-Li.
I love
almost every
Chun-Li,
time.
and then Raiden. I always fucked with Raiden.
Raiden
That's
was my shit.
you know.
Kombat.
See,
Oh, my
me and
bad.
you was
My
on the same
bad.
shit.
My bad. That's Mortal Kombat.
So who'd you go
but
with?
yeah,
Who'd you-
Chun-Li, Street Fighter.
Chun-Li, Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Raiden, Mortal Kombat.
I have this theory about
Or who's the kickboxer dude? Is that Street Fighter, right? Sagat?
Tiger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked his ass.
Well,
too.
you might as well pick Ryu or Ken because they're the same moves.
Yeah, it's similar. Yeah.
Except for
yeah.
he has the fireball that goes low and high.
Yeah, but Chun-Li, I don't know why I always fuck with Chun-Li.
I have this theory about
I know why.
Street Fighter. I know some people that used to play with E Honda, and you probably wouldn't get a hit in.
That's how I used to be. Like back in the day. Like now, y'all would probably fuck me up. That's how I used to be with Doslim.
Dude, I knew some people with Doslim.
Like I would
that-
just stand in the corner and you
Dude,
couldn't come
some
over
people
there.
with Doslim that
Dawson,
you just
man.
weren't fucking
God,
Yeah.
I hated
with. Dude,
him.
my friend Jerry Ramos, dude, if he had Doslim, if he had Vega, you remember Vega, the dude who was
Yeah,
super, you
Vega
weren't,
was my favorite.
you might
like,
not even get
character.
a hit. You wouldn't even get a hit
But-
off on him, dude.
but
He
I
was
wasn't
just
really
that
good with him.
This is my theory on Street Fighter. So if you're good enough, I guess it's with any fighting game, but it's with Street Fighter specifically. If you're good enough with each player, if you know each player's strengths and weaknesses, you'll fuck shit up. Nobody ever picks Zangief, right? Because he has no fireballs, no long distance moves. Everything is close range with him, but he can take the most hits.
Yeah.
He's big, he's slow,
And he
can take
creates the most damage.
And if he hits
Yeah.
you, if he gets you, he's only gonna hit you like 5
I feel
times.
like Ross used to fuck with Zangief and like would fuck people up because like if you know how to use him,
Dude,
Ross seems like a Zangief.
yeah,
type of dude,
yeah,
you know?
he's all
But
hairy,
it's the same
fast
thing.
motherfucker.
dude, it's the
That's
Who's
same.
your
that
guy?
taco
You
meat.
said it's Chun Li. That's your
But
person.
like, it's the
Yeah.
same thing with like
Okay.
Blanca. Dude.
Secondary who?
Chun Li and it was probably Ryu.
Yeah, Ryu's dope.
Secondary, if it not from Kin or not from Kin or Ryu, it would be Honda.
Yeah. What about Mortal Kombat? I like Sub Zero, man. Sub Zero's my guy. Or Liu Kang. Liu Kang was the dopest.
Original Mortal Kombat.
Well, I mean,
Probably Liu Kang.
yeah.
My favorite Mortal Kombat was Mortal Kombat 3.
Easily. Super
With
Nintendo.
Cabal,
Yeah.
with Cabal,
Oh, yeah.
Smoke,
And what was the dude with the hat?
Nubis,
What was the dude with the hat?
Kung Lao.
Kung Lao.
Kung Lao was
Kung
my
Lao
was
favorite
dope.
character
Cabal
of all
was
time,
my
bro.
Cabal was my character in.
I like
that.
Cabal, but I just never could use him. I used to hate when somebody could actually use him because that motherfucker was the baddest character. Like, he had the best moves, bro.
He had
Dude
the
was
shit.
so quick,
The
so
spin,
fast.
dude, dude, Cabal was
Yeah,
that
he
shit.
was super dope.
Did you ever get into Killer Instinct? I'm sorry, Derek. What was your guy in Mortal Kombat?
Raiden.
Raiden?
Yeah,
Yeah, Raiden was my guy. Like Raiden, I would just literally just do the flying thing, and then like if you try to hit me, I'd do the teleport flying thing. My brother used to hate it because he'd be like, "You're using the same fucking move.
Hey, man.
You're using the same move."
Hey, man.
I'm like, bro, that shit worked. You better
E-Honda
figure that
ass
shit out.
motherfucker.
Yeah, just
What was cool whenever Killer Instinct came along, it was like not only did you have to know like their moves, like their special moves, you had to know their combos.
yeah.
Like Mortal
Killer combo.
Killer Instinct
Yeah.
introduced like the multiple the runs.
Yeah, Killer Instinct, was that the one that had the dude with the lion head? Is that Killer Instinct
No,
or that's
that was,
Tekken?
that was Tekken.
Tekken?
Yeah.
Okay.
Killer Instinct was
I
like
think I always
Saberwolf,
used the,
Senator.
Never got into Tekken.
Saberwolf
Tekken
was my
was
shit,
dope
dude.
as
Tekken was
fuck.
cool. I mean, it was cool. I remember playing it in the arcades.
I
But
liked
that was more of a PlayStation 1 type thing. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, Tekken was
Tekken,
like
I liked the
Tekken
dude,
was like
Law.
the first game where you like could circle
Dude was
each other
nice.
and shit,
Yeah.
right?
What was the dude? Was Tekken Eddie the
Yeah.
dude that
Yeah.
could fucking break dance
Yeah,
and
yeah,
fuck
yeah,
you
yeah,
up?
yeah, yeah.
That was my
he-
shit
he
too.
fuck you up.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
Damn, Killer Instinct was dope though because like
Killer Instinct. Who was it? Like I remember the fucking
Orchid.
robot dude. Like I
Orchid.
was,
if you
Saberwolf.
gave me Orchid or Saberwolf, forget
I
it.
used to
You're
fuck
not-
up people with.
I always
knew
use-
all
who's
the
the
killer
main guy that's
killer
on the-
combos.
on the who's the main guy on the fucking?
Jago.
Yeah, it was like a robot.
Jago?
dude.
Oh, the robot. His name was fuck.
He was like a knight.
Yeah,
but a robot
no,
knight.
The robot. His name was like something with an F. Like
I
like,
can't remember.
Jeff,
it.
pull up
what were the characters on Killer Instinct, Jeffrey? Food. It's something with F. We can't see that, bro.
Fulgor, Riptor.
Fulgor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fulgor. Yeah,
TJ
I used to fuck
Combo,
with
That
him.
was his name.
Saberwolf.
Saberwolf,
Cinder-
dude. Saberwolf.
Cinder,
Damn, I wish we had a.
Saberwolf, and
I
Orchid.
wish we had a fucking Super Nintendo right
See,
here,
that's
right
all
now,
I
dude.
keep asking for.
Shit,
For
there's a-
Christmas,
there's a
everything.
pile
I
of
want
them,
a
bro.
Super Nintendo, man.
What was the skeleton's name?
God damn it! What was the skeleton's name?
Because if you knew how to use, dude, if you knew how to use
I
a skeleton,
remember Cinder, the
Cinder,
red.
the
Yeah.
fire dude, and
Yep.
Glacius was the Glacius
Yep,
The
he
ice
was the
dude.
freezing dude.
was the ice dude. Yeah,
I don't see no skeleton.
there was a skeleton dude, bro.
He reminds me. The skeleton dude reminded me of Dawson so much.
Spinal, maybe.
Spinal. That was
Yeah.
his name. Yeah, dude.
Hey, while I'm thinking about it, let me give a shout out to Jamie's mom, Miss Alicia. She gave me some. She sent me some stuff all the way from Kentucky. The Is What It Is sign. No, y'all can't see it on camera. The Love What You Do sign. Appreciate that. You know, hooking up the studio. That's what we like. And shout out my stepmom Michelle got me the signed Jelly Roll joint.
Hey, appreciate that.
And my mom got me the Jimi Hendrix Experience poster. I know y'all can't see him, but one day if you come here, you'll see it's dope. We got so much in here. So if you want to donate something, please. We were trying to cover every wall in here, man. I hate white walls, man, because I reminds me of my time in the Arkham.
Reminds me of my time in ISS, man.
Dog.
ISS, dude.
ISS is like jail. You can't even talk, much less yell. I ever tell you that story? Did I tell the story on the pod? No. Oh shit, man. So when I was in 7th grade, right? I was in ISS. You know, like all of us probably were. But
Did my time.
yeah, but I was in ISS and I guess like Miss Jefferson, shout out Miss Jefferson. I hope she's still living. I hope she's still around kicking. But she was like, for the first 15 minutes, I want y'all to write something that's like introspective or blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Like either why you're in here or you know what I'm saying? Just like a prompt. Anyways, I wrote a fucking poem, and I don't know what the whole poem is, 7th grade, but I remember it started, ISS is like jail. You can't even talk, much less yell. They put you in this cubicle. It feels like a cell. And that's the only 3 lines I can remember after fucking 20 something years. But the following year in 8th grade, because I was like, it was like jail. I was like, I ain't coming back to this motherfucker. So like 8th grade, on like the last day of school, I was walking through, because she had a trailer, you know what I'm saying? ISS at Westview was a trailer. So I'm walking, and Miss Jefferson's like, Michael, come here. And I was like, all right. So I walk over there. She's like, I want to show you something. So I walk in her classroom, and she had laminated my poem, blew it up and laminated it and put it up on the wall, right? I was like, oh, that's dope, man. You know what I mean? She was like, this is the best poem this is the best thing anybody's ever written. And I want other people to read it. Yeah. And like when they're sitting here, because they sit here and look at the fucking walls all day. So she was like, I want them to read it. And like, it's all introspective and shit. Yeah. So like
stand up, hand on your heart and recite the poem.
Bro. Fucking 15 years later, dog. I'm out of high school. I'm working, whatever.
Right, you did tell me. This story.
So I go to.
It was on a podcast.
Yeah, was it on a podcast?
Yeah. I want to hear it. Keep going.
Okay. Either way, I go to the fucking get my taxes done. Who the fuck's doing taxes on the side? Miss Jefferson. And she was like, yo, your poem stayed in my classroom for these last 20 years. Like, it's at my house, like, hanging up now. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I still got it. It's still laminated. I was like, oh, that's cool. She was like, I never, because she didn't even really recognize me, you know. But when she saw my name, you know, and she was like, you're Michael Willis.
You're the Michael Willis.
I was like, yeah, because like I signed the poem and shit. She was like,
she got your name tattooed on her titty and shit.
She was like, yo, I still have that.
So I have
poem,
2 stories similar to that. One story is we had her name was Miss Roberts. She was the English teacher, and we had to write a story about we had to write a poem, and it had to be a story. So everybody struggled with it, right? I was like, hell yeah. And I told this whole elaborate story about skipping school, right? The whole poem was like this school, right? Skipping school. So we turned the assignment. I wrote that shit in like a day, right? I was all excited. I came back probably like 2 or 3 days later in that class, and she was like, I want to read y'all a poem from one of y'all's things from this assignment. And she read my poem. And I was like, oh, word, that's what's up. I recognized it and shit. And she was like, after class, she was like, I've read that to every one of my classes. Like, that was the shit. The other story is the one that got me expelled out of 8th grade. So, there was this dude in school. His name was, I don't remember his last name, so I ain't blasting nobody. His name was Julian. Right? He was a little short little dude, little light-skinned Julian. And we was all like, yo, we're going to write this rap song. You write your rap, I'll write my rap, and we'll come together. There was like 3 of us, me, Julian, and somebody else. We'll write your raps, we'll come together, and we'll make a song. Like, whatever. So I show up, got my shit done. They barely got their shit done. And this other dude that was with was like, man, I ain't got nothing done. I need someone to help me write my raps, right? So I was like, I got you, cuz. I'll help you out. So I wrote this dude's rap, and it was all full of N-words. Because he was black, right? So I was like, I'm not saying this shit. This is your shit. And I, put the N-word in there and all kind of shit. So I got caught, right, with this fucking rapping this shit. And I wrote 2 raps. I wrote my version and I wrote his verse. So I was in music class of all fucking places, and I recited my rap to a friend of ours that we all, not a friend, but a guy that we all know. I won't say his name on the pod, but I recited it to him, and my music teacher heard it and called the fucking police. Dude, I'm in the last period of the day, music class, and the fucking cops show up and knock on the door and pull me out of class and take me to the fucking office, and that was my last day in 8th grade. Last day in Central Middle School. But I remember my first few lines of the shit. It was, how the fuck am I supposed to get black people's attention when they outside rapping and I'm stuck in detention? But I'm looking at the teacher thinking if I should beat her. I thought about stabbing a hoe, but I thought that choking her would be sweeter. And then like my whole shit, it was dope, right? Like so, I had this whole thing about like killing my teacher. It was the Eminem hype days, right?
We aren't against rap,
Dude,
we aren't against,
dude,
we are against those thugs.
So my teacher, my music teacher, heard me saying this rap, and she was like, "Yo, come to the front and spit that shit," right? So I was all happy and proud. Hell yeah, I'm gonna do this shit. And I kicked my rap and shit, and she wasn't entertained at all. She just wanted me to do it in front of the class. I did that shit, and
That's fucked up.
Then I went and sat
She
down
set you up.
and started working on my recorder. Then we heard at the front door. I was like, "Oh, what the fuck is that?" And the fucking police was there, dude, and took me to the front office, and that was my last day of fucking school. Dude.
Damn, that's fucked up. You got
Gotcha.
any good things you wrote?
Any poems in class you wrote, dude?
Battling.
Yeah.
I battled a couple people in high school. Y'all were there.
Oh yeah,
sometimes.
for sure.
I remember one time I battled a guy named Henry. I can't remember his
remember
last
Henry.
name, but his last name started with an H.
Yeah, it was double
So, so I called him Hank in the rap, right? His name was Henry. So Henry,
Yeah.
yeah, and he come to me after the rap. After I dragged almost everybody in high school. But he come to me afterwards like, how'd you know my middle name? I'm like, hold on. So your name is Henry Hank Hill or something like that?
Hill
Like,
or Hall or Hillman or something
how do
shit
you
like
have?
that.
Yeah. Hey.
What the
my
fuck
name
are
is
you
Bobby.
paying?
I wish I would have
Bob.
known that. I would have had a Triple H bar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no shit, dude. I remember that dude. I remember that kid.
I remember
He
battling.
was actually pretty fucking cool.
Yeah,
and we
he
treated
was
him like
alright,
shit.
kid.
He was
It
actually pretty
happens,
fucking
bro.
cool,
That's
dude.
a dog-eat-dog world. I remember in high school, fucking dude's class, Blair's class. So, this dude that I had went to school with this kid. His name was Michael Foster, right? I went to school with this kid from fucking first grade all the way up to fucking through high school, right? This kid was not a rapper, was not none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Black dude, but was feminine all through fucking middle school and everything, elementary through middle, nerdy, dorky dude. Well, some people in the class knew I rapped and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like one day I show up and Michael was like, "I want to battle you" or some shit, and everybody's like, "Oh," and I was like, "Mike, like you don't rap, bro." He was like, "Yes, I fucking you think you." He was just like going in. I was like, "Mike, like trust me, dog. Like I've been doing this shit. Like as long as I've known you, I've been rapping. And as long as you've known me, you ain't been rapping. You know what I'm saying?" But yeah, like you said, just destroyed this kid. Like he made me do it, and I was just like, man, like why? I was like, I literally like looked him in the eye before we started. I was like, Mike, don't do this.
Don't do this.
For real. Like I know you, son. Like we know each. You know me. I know you. Like like I've been rapping. I've been out on the court hooping. Like you've been over there with the girls chilling. Like you don't know how to rap, bro. You don't. You have like. You don't even have any references. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Never know. He could have been like a fucking go home and practice getting good at rapping.
But
Like a
but-
Davies or something, you know?
But that's one thing that like I think a lot of people don't understand is like, especially when it comes to battling, is like it's 95% just being aware of your surroundings and knowing and being able to like reference things that everyone's hip to. You can't do that shit from home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's all like it's the person that wins is like the one that can relate to everybody there. And if you're sitting in your room writing raps, nobody can fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter how cool or intellectual all that shit is like somebody could just, like today, like if you go to a high school today and you fucking like have a battle rap and you quote like a Sexy Red lyric, you know what I'm saying, that just hits. And you could have some Webster motherfucker that's sitting at home and listening to old Eminem tapes and shit, but he don't got no references. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, all that shit is like, y'all been battling. Like,
but
it's
you're
all
reminding
references.
me of an Andre 3000 verse where he's like, "This old sucker MC stepped up to me, challenged Andre to a battle, and I stood impatiently as he spit and stumbled over cliches, so-called freestyling. Whole paper system made me feel, look, I guess he wildin'. I say, look, boy, I ain't with that fuck shit. So fuck this."
Yeah. Exactly.
I grew up by myself, not round no park bench. Just say, boy, busting flows off in apartments. It's like one of them dudes that was like, I'm not about that battling shit.
Yeah. Which is cool.
But what I liked about that
I wasn't never about no battling shit.
Well,
it was
me
always
neither.
my homies.
I never wanted
it was
to
always
either.
my homies that wanted me to battle.
It was because
Always.
it was that
Always.
era of time where they were like, oh, you rap, he raps, who's better? And it just became like a fucking dick measuring contest.
And I
They'd be
loved
like,
it.
dude.
I had the smallest dick in the room,
Yeah.
but I fucking loved it. Battling
Yeah, you
was
thrived.
my
You
shit.
thrived in a
Yeah,
battle.
you really did.
You did.
You really did. You always
Well,
reminded me of a Ludacris kind of rapper, like with the
See, and
punchlines
that's
on people, dude.
Somehow I got his inspiration. Like, I fucking loved it. dude.
Honestly, dog, you should have been in like that King of the Dot type era because
I still watch
like,
those videos.
yeah,
now.
because
you would have thrived for sure.
yeah, because you just
We should have
have
did that. Damn it.
Yeah, we
Fuck
should
you,
have. We
Organic.
should have.
Because it's all about being funny. It's all about pop culture
Well, there's
reference
only-
or
there's-
playing to your crowd.
Well,
like,
there
you
was-
know,
there
There's
was-
only
brag.
two ways to go about it. Like
Yeah.
either be like super fucking duper lyrical, which like him and I would have thrived in,
Yeah.
or be lyrical and comedic, like super comedic, which
Yeah.
you would have thrived in. Like you've always been super comedic. So like
Jack
you would-
Shit. There was a dude named Jack Shit
Yeah.
that Derek reminded me
Or,
of. Remember Jack Shit?
No,
You remember Jack
you
Shit?
know who he reminds me of? Is,
Pat Stay? Don't say Pat
No,
Stay.
it ain't Pat Stay.
Stay was the
You would
greatest
know
dude.
who I'm talking about. Fuck, dude, I'm not gonna be able to think of his
Kid
name
Twist?
right now. No, Carter Deems. You know Carter
I
Deems?
think I seen a video with him.
Dog, he
before.
is like, if you listen to Carter Deems, that's Derek all the way, because Carter Deems is totally like, the only pussy I got was my cat. You know what I'm saying? Like he's on like the same
Those
like,
self-deprecating.
self-deprecating,
Yeah.
like I'm a nerd, like even though like you're not, it's just, and he's probably not. He's like a cool dude, chill, hang, homies, but it's totally that disarming, like how the fuck I'm gonna battle this dude, because
Yeah.
he's just wiped me out with fucking the most outlandish, funny, crazy fucking comedic punchlines, and now I'm supposed to now I'm gonna be hardcore and be like, I'll fucking rip your face off.
Tell them something
Like,
they don't know about me.
Yeah. And then he's gonna come back and be like, "You rip my face off? You probably will."
So
But I'm sick.
I'm
You're
glad
just
we
probably
kinda
ill.
transitioned to the music thing, because I know there's a thought that we brought up on. Is there any
Hold that thought.
make pee pee piss?
Yeah, I
You gotta make pee pee piss.
Yeah, man.
You make a
All
pee
right,
pee.
yeah,
I
make
always
pee-pee
got to
piss.
tinkle. It's like,
Fucking old man bladder. Hey man, I pissed like 20 times on the golf course today.
Hey, I'm ordering fucking 5 catheters for the podcast.
Hey, I seen a sticker a bumper sticker the other day that said, people who drink light beer don't like the taste of beer, they just like to pee a lot. I was like, yeah,
Thanks.
touche, bro.
Absolutely.
What time's the game come on? 8:15, 8:20?
It's all
beat, man. That little
Hey,
baby
well,
type beat.
dude, that kind of reminds me of
It's
Little
young
Baby
young
Type.
thug is what I found.
Yo, dude. Oh, his name's Jeffrey, isn't it?
Fuck Young Thug. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
So
Jeffrey.
I'm glad we got into the music thing, because I know we talked about this.
No, let's not do it.
Are
Don't
there
do it.
any
No.
are there any songs that you just can't listen to because they're tear jerkers? I got a couple.
Don't take
I
the
don't-
girl.
That's on my list, dude.
I don't think because there's certain days where
It's
I
on
just
my
wake
list,
up, especially now that I've had kids. Like, I'm way softer now. I know I was always a little soft, anyways. Like, I never really cried in front of anybody, but I never was the
We were talking about
hard
overhyped earlier.
motherfucker.
You
Yeah.
being soft is an under.
yeah.
hype.
I've never been.
I'm just joking.
I've
So there are
never
no
been-
songs that you're like, can't listen to it, it'll make me cry type shit.
Yeah. Boys to Men. It's so hard to say goodbye. They
rough
played
one.
that at Donald's funeral. That and the bagpipes. It sounds
Yeah.
like what Amazing Grace, but it's not. It's like something else.
Nah, that one hurts.
I
They
can't
played that
listen to
shit
that.
at my son's funeral, so like it's
It's all-
definitely.
I can't
all-
listen to
it's
that.
definitely hard.
If I want a good cry, bro, like
Yeah.
Danny Cook said, like if I want a good cry, I'm dropping that shit.
But other
on.
than that, what are the songs? Because we're
Uh,
not
uh,
really
the other-
emotional. You're the most non-emotional motherfucker
Dude,
I've
but
ever
you
met.
believe,
Yeah.
believe it
But
or not, dude, music does it. Music brings it out of me,
Yeah.
bro.
I'll
And-
tell you, Boys the Man, Mama gets me.
that's a
You know what I mean?
yeah. That they played that at Donald's funeral too.
Yeah,
and
that shit gets,
that
me for sure. That shit gets me for
No,
sure.
a song that gets me is definitely "Don't Take the Girl," and there's a little backstory behind "Don't Take the Girl," dude. One day, me and Michael were working all day, and we were riding home from Mount Pleasant, and that fucking song came on, and it was like, what's that movie? Something. Go to Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
Yeah.
Where they look at each other and go, "You can change it if you want." And they end up singing, "Hold on."
Yeah,
But we ended up singing fucking "Don't Take the Girl," dude. We was riding over the fucking bridge, fucking
That's a
Yeah.
good
fucking
song.
crying. But that song
Y'all
gets
had a good cry together.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
That's a
that
good song.
that
though.
song gets me, and the song by Luke Combs, dude. Fucking "Daddy, I'm Afraid."
Yeah.
Oh man, I
know
know
that
y'all
song.
heard that song. If you hear it, it fucks you up, dude. It's,
I know that song, but I just
I
I'm
know.
a Luke Combs
You're a Luke
hater,
Combs hater.
bro.
That's
So
fine.
bad,
But dude,
like-
that song right there fucks me up because like the song starts out as him a kid. He's a kid. Daddy, I'm afraid of the monsters. Chase the monsters
Yeah.
away, and he's like, "Oh, the monsters are in your closet, whatever the fuck." And then he turns into a teenager to join the army, and his dad is like, he's like, "Daddy, I'm afraid. I'm about to go to war." And his dad's like, "I'm gonna be here when you get back." Like, just And then his dad's on his deathbed, and he's like,
yeah.
the dad's like, "I'm afraid." And he's like, "I got you, bro." Shit fucks me up every time, every fucking time.
I mean, songs that made me cry, not too many, like really, like those ones we talked about. But songs that give me an emotional response, like, I'll say Ed Sheeran in The Weeknd, "Dark Times." Like when I'm in a like wanna feel something mood, I fucks with that song. I don't know why it. A lot of that shit revolves around my mom, really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, me and my dad cool, and like, me and my mom ain't not cool, but it just, like, anything that has to do with, like, like the Morgan Wallen shit, like, the mama song from Morgan Wallen, like, that one gets me, because me and my mom was super close when I was coming up. You know
Right.
what I mean? And then there was a point where it, like, kind of pivot, where when I became a man, you know what I'm saying? And then once I became a man and I saw, like, other people that became men and their mom was still, like, ride or die for them, and I don't feel like my mom, like, and she would hate for me to say this shit, but, like, I envy a motherfucker that could just call their mom and talk to him right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
or
Oh, yeah.
or
It's admirable, for sure.
And like,
Yeah.
or on the flip side, like, I envy a motherfucker that their mom calls them to check on
Yeah.
them. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Even
Like,
better, even more
like
better.
I could call my mom, I could text her, and like I could get in touch with her. Like, it might take 3 business days or some shit like that. But like I really envy when I talk to somebody and like they mom like fucking, hey, come through, have dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So let
oh,
me
what
ask-
you
so let me
doing?
ask you
Like,
this.
how are you? How's your kids?
Have you
How's your-
ever written a song that has brought and like you can't even listen to it anymore because it draws that emotion out of you?
I mean, I just performed a poem the other night. Dear Mama. It's called Dina Lynn, but that one I have. That one I definitely
Michelle was
feel-
crying to that one.
Yeah, she was. But I definitely have like a certain connection to that one. But at the same time, I feel like I didn't really, I don't know how to say it. Like, I didn't say exactly how I felt. Like, I definitely had like the shit in the back of my mind of like, okay, I'm gonna say a little bit about how I feel, but I want to like kind of build my mom up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that's still the little boy in me being like, I'm not gonna dog my mom on no track. So like, I have like there's a part in that song where I say I should add an adjective because even an addict has her additives. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like kind of as deep as I go into like I don't want to say belittling her, but at least like touching on the subject. You know what I'm saying? But there is a verse that I do have trouble listening to where it's like when the dust settles, will you still read the love letters? I remember you were the one that made me love letters. Now we ain't when the dust settles, will you still read the love letters? Thought I was your first, taught me to love letters. Now we ain't got enough feathers to fly. I see the dead in my dreams. It bust my head at the seams. Taurus, I don't know, but that I wrote that to my mom. It's like bullheaded, Taurus, sunflower, meet the florist. Cause like it ends like, I bet you wish you got that. Never mind, I'm healing. Something like what a feeling. Like I bet you, or I say like I wish you would have got that abortion. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember, like my granny and my dad's dad and all of them tried to get my mom to have an abortion. She was 15. You know what I'm saying? And like cause she always said that like she's got a big tattoo of a sun on her back, and that's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm her son. That's why, like, in that one song, I say, you always said I had a place in the sky, you never ground me. And I was your son only because your world revolved around me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a line I got.
That's a bar.
That's a bar.
And so, like, that comes from that tattoo because she always said I was her son, like, her sunshine, her son. And like, that's something that, like I said, like, sunflower, because I was the sun and I would call her sunflower. So I would be like, so in that verse I'm like, sunflower meet the florist, bullheaded Taurus, sunflower meet the florist. I bet you wish you got that. Never mind, I'm healing. Oh my, what a feeling, or some shit. I don't know. I have to look. I wish I had the lyrics on me because I can't think of them. But that verse fucks with me because I'm like, should I or should I not have written that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got a verse.
But it's real. It's what I
well,
felt.
my verse on Sick Life is the one that always gets me.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh, sorry.
My Lord. Damn, change the subject.
My Lord.
My verse on Sick Life fucked with me, and my mom got mad at me whenever I put it out. When we put it out, because she was like, it wasn't like that. I was like, from my perspective, it was. Like,
See, we talked about this on one of the podcasts.
did we?
Yeah.
That verse?
On our perspective versus their perspective
Yeah.
of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't remember necessarily how they said it, what they said. You'll just remember what they feel, what they made you feel like. In that verse, I say, like, my mom didn't want to see me when I was 18. I slept on Derek's floor.
Yeah.
Like,
I do remember
yeah,
that.
I said that. Fucking your mom and dad took care of me when I was,
Well, we were also little shits, so.
We were, but dude,
I don't know if it actually should have
sometimes
went that far, but
right. Sometimes, like when I tell my kids, like I feel like we're good fathers, the four of us, but our kids don't realize like they have it so much better than we than like, you know what I'm saying, like our parents just weren't around. It was just
I tell Aiden all the time,
and
I'm
I
like,
don't say that to shame our parents,
No,
but
no.
it's just like it was just a different era. It was a
Yeah.
different generation, and
Yeah.
like we had to grow up amongst our friends. That's why I'm so tight with my friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like my wife would be like, man, you like always want to hang with your friends. Like, they're my family. Like they're who I grew up with. So
I mean, that's what I try to tell Caden, because there's a white boy on his team that reminds me of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just, like parents split up, and he's angry, and he's trying real hard to just fit in with the urban culture, and like,
you say black people, it's cool.
I mean, but it's just like, I mean, it goes deeper than, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're right.
Because I was that kid.
You're right.
I was that kid.
But
How
it
am I
goes,
supposed to get black people's attention when they outside rapping? And I'm
right,
stuck
but
in
it goes
detention?
deeper than that now, because I feel like when we were kids, like, it was like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were maybe the first generation that really, like, embraced hip hop culture, urban culture, black culture. You know what I'm saying? Like we were some of the first to like start like dressing like that and talking like that, walking like that, thinking
Sure.
like that.
Original Wiggers.
And now, right. And now like it's more accepted. So like I don't want to say he's just trying to be black, but I mean in a sense he is, but I don't want to, but I feel like a lot of people try to say like black culture is like hood culture, and it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like now that I'm older, I realize that like hood culture is hood culture. You know what I'm saying? Like
Word.
like whether you're white, brown, black, whatever.
Word.
Like if you came from like, and this kid don't. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
That's why I
around-
tried to explain
especially
to
for
my
like a-
son.
especially
it's
for like around here. North
mean-
Charleston has the hood, but like Goose Creek didn't have like
I mean,
the hood.
See, we
you're
were
right.
hood adjacent though.
yeah. We
like
yeah,
we,
we were,
you
yeah.
had your trailer
we
parks.
rode
Nah.
the bus with hood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you had your back road boys. I mean,
Nah, you're right, but
we never
like,
had like I mean, I guess Shannon Park, right? It was like Section 8 was like hood. Like,
Yeah.
it was the fucking
Well, that's
hood,
where
dude.
I grew up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But at the same time, like, it's like, yeah, if people say Goose Creek, like, oh, you ain't hood, whatever. But
Thanks.
but
Appreciate that.
yeah, for real. But at the same time, it's like if you grew up in a situation where you were kind of allowed to do whatever the fuck you wanted. You ain't have supervision, or you know, you still on electricity, or your shit's getting cut off. Like people, like you say, your kids don't know what that's like. You know what I mean? Like like they don't know what that's like.
What
And-
they know about that peanut butter and mayonnaise.
yeah, but I feel like there's a lot of kids out there that don't realize like. I mean, first, I ain't trying to pick on this kid, but just this kid, I'm just like, bro, you got a good life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're good. Like,
Yeah.
like you don't have to act that way. Like, for the most part, we acted that way. Like, yeah, we had homies that didn't need to act that way. Like, they was good, they were straight,
Yeah.
but they just wanted to feel included and fit in.
Yeah.
Like, for the most part, all of us here, like, we were just doing what we knew. Like, yeah, we'll sell a little dough, smoke a little weed, like we didn't have supervision, and it was like, hey, your mom ain't gonna give you fucking $40 to go do this or go buy that. So, hey, you know this guy at school needs a 20 bag. So it's like, hey, my homie, it give me a 20 for 10, so I got 10. You know what I'm saying? If I do that 3 or 4 times, then I got 50. And now I'm good. I can go put some gas in my car. And I done pinched fucking a gram or two off of each of these bags. Like, I'm
Dude,
ready.
I used to
I'm
sell,
rocking.
I used to
You know
sell
what I'm
weed
saying?
in middle school in highlighters.
Right.
That's how I sold my weed. I would empty
Yeah.
out a highlighter and I'd fucking stuff it full of a weed bag and fucking sell
Yeah.
it. That shit, and somebody got caught. Well, somebody got caught that we know. Well, you probably don't know him, but he got caught, and then I thought he was gonna rat me out, and I had another highlighter I had to sell that day, so I had to go to the bathroom and fucking dump that shit down the toilet. But he got caught with the weed and the fucking highlighter, and then he was a country boy, so he had a knife on him, right? Just on
Oh,
some
he's fucked.
just on some country boy
Damn.
shit.
Bro,
Straight.
you remember when we was high school, these
expelled,
motherfuckers had the fucking shotgun racks
Yeah,
and shotguns
we
on
were
their
like the
shit.
last,
Yeah.
last generation
On
of
the
that
back.
shit, dude.
Yeah, bring that shit. Keep fucking
Dude,
bring that
fucking
shit
bring
back.
that-
boy.
Goddamn Trump
Hey.
2025.
God damn, what? All right, man. We gotta wrap this up. But oh shit, man, I can't wrap it up before I ask you the most important question. Like, who'd you vote for?
We can do this if you want to. I don't think we want to do it though.
Yo, hey, we about to watch the fucking football game. Shout out my cameraman, Foolish. Young Jeffrey.
Foolish.
My guy,
Jeffrey.
man, keeping the fucking drinks cold, keeping the fucking film rolling.
Jeffrey,
Shout out my
breakout
boy
Lucille.
D-Rock and the funk. We the funky bunch tonight, cause that's D-Rock. We the funky bunch. You know what I mean? Appreciate you coming through, dog. Hey, got him. My co-host cousin Sal, I'm
Hey.
Water Boy. Like I always say, think harder, work smarter. If you want it to grow, just add water. It's the water pie. Peace.
Yeah.